Hi guys, I'm Kara from Natio. We're here in the Impact Forest. It's beautiful. I've got Alex here from Impact to ask him a few questions about the forest and how it all works. When did you buy the forest and start getting involved with this?
Kara, we bought the forest in 2020 and we just really wanted to think of a way that we could start to offset our carbon footprint in a way that other packaging companies weren't.
Great.
And how many packaging companies do you know that have their own forest for carbon offset?
None. This is pretty amazing. How big is it?
So the property is about 115 acres, have approximately 20,000 radiata pines and a few thousand native trees, which are mainly eucalypts.
So you bought this to offset the carbon of the tubes that you make in the factory in Sydney. How much carbon are you offsetting a year?
So we're offsetting enough carbon to cover approximately 30 million tubes per year.
Wow.
And that's based on the tube size being 100 mils of capacity.
So this kind of evens out the production you do in a year.
Correct. All the energy that we use at the factory in Sydney is carbon neutral, and that's either achieved by our own solar system or by using carbon offsets to counteract the energy that we buy in from the grid. Then we use the forest infrastructure to help offset the raw materials that we use to manufacture the tube.
You mentioned the trees that you've planted. So obviously there was some here in the existing forest that was the pine forest. What are the species that you're planting at the moment to benefit here?
So we mainly planted radiata pine because it grows extremely quickly, so it sequesters carbon at a faster rate than native. Areas where we have, say, creeks or wildlife corridors, we've planted native trees, eucalypts as a predominant species. There's about 7 different types of trees that we planted of natives, so we have a nice biodiverse range.
Then you mentioned the wildlife corridor. What kind of animals are we seeing? I've already seen some kangaroos, guys. Oh my gosh, it was so exciting.
So we have lots of different animals. Some we're more happy to see than others.
Yes, I can imagine.
Everybody seems to be very happy to see kangaroos and wombats. Seeing bird life like parrots and rosellas is fantastic. We have turtles in the dams, foxes are running around, hares, rabbits. We've seen echidnas down here as well.
Cool.
So there's a real diverse array. And also the bird life. We've had huge eagles that have come in. So it's quite an interesting ecosystem.
Yeah, and then what we wanted to know is you obviously are really passionate about this, and this is such an exciting, amazing thing that you're doing. What do you love most about either what you're creating or coming down here, or what is your favorite thing?
For me, coming down here, it's very hard physical work. We find it very rewarding. And I probably enjoy the most seeing the landscape change. So when we had, for example, 30 or 35 acres that was just old grazing land, and we then planted all those new trees in that, and watching those trees grow over time and see that landscape change, that's probably the most rewarding. So I have a few trees that when I come down, they're my reference trees, and I'll have a look and see how much they're growing. And I'm hoping in a few years' time we'll put the drone up and we'll have a great shot of before and after, and it will look like you will be able to see a forest in real time have come out of the ground.
That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for letting us have a little chat to you. I had a really fantastic and fun time today. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.